Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, at 1:05 p.m. today, First Assistant to the Cook County State Attorney Joseph Magatz, who replaced Kim Fox when she recused herself, they dropped the charges against Jussie Smollett because because he doesn't have a violent history, and lying about the alleged attack was not a violent crime. Yes, Maggot said his office prioritized violent crimes in Chicago and felt this case wouldn't be the best use of resources. Now, for the record, he says he made this decision alone without consultation from Fox. Now, he also squarely says he believes Jussie did concoct a hoax and lied about it to the police, even though Chicago Police Department and Mary Manuel ripped the state attorney's office. Maggots made it clear he stands by the findings of the cops and believe they had the evidence to get a conviction. Now, the obvious question is asked, why take the case to a grand jury only to drop the charges? Check out Maggot's answer. A lot of people, and not just Chicago Police Department, won't buy what he's selling here. Now, BTW, Magat says discussion has been going on for weeks with Jussie's camp about dropping the charges and his community service, all of which must have been done in total secrecy because we know the mayor and other involved in the case had no clue this was going to happen. Now, Mayor Emanuel is very strongly hinting at a corruption in the state's attorney's office, calling the decision to drop the charges against Smollett a whitewash of justice. Now, the mayor added, from top to bottom, this is not on the level. He called for accountability from the prosecutors. Now, Emanuel was joined by Chicago Police Department Superintendent Eddie Johnson, who said he didn't feel justice was served by letting Smollett off the hook. Now, what's more, Johnson said if Jussie was in fact innocent, he shouldn't have taken his day in court and not broker a backdoor deal in secrecy. Bigger picture, Johnson feels the city of Chicago is still owed an apology as he believed Jussie carried out a hoax. Now, 10:15 a.m. today, Fox says Jussie Smollett has always maintained his innocence, and we are gratified that all charges against him have been dismissed. As for why they were dropped, you'll recall State Attorney Kim Fox herself from the case. She reportedly had asked cops to stand at the behest of Tina Teachin, Michelle Obama's former chief of staff and a friend of Jussie's family. The conflict forced Fox to bow out. Now, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office tells us that the decision to drop all charges against Jussie was made by Joseph Magatz, the first assistant state attorney who was placed in charge of the case after Fox recusal and not by Fox. Now, it's still odd. Sources tell TMZ the prosecutor in the case as late as Friday afternoon was making plans to handle issues involving cameras in the courtroom for the trial and seemed completely unaware of plans to drop the case. Now, Jussie and his lawyer Patricia Holmes just addressed the media, and the takeaway message was simply, he's happy and wants to get on with his life. Holmes reiterated this was not a deal Jussie struck with prosecutors. Instead, they dropped the charges on their own, and he forfeited his bond voluntarily. It wasn't a tit-for-tat situation. Now, Jussie thanked everyone who supported him through the case and maintained he'd been truthful and consistent throughout the case. He added that he would never put the LGBTQ movement through a fire like this. He also thanked his Empire cast members for their support. You're wondering if things will really get back to normal for Jussie. He stopped to take a few selfies with fans on his way out of court. Now, and there's this. Federal law enforcement sources tells us Jussie is still under investigation for the threatening letter with racist and homophobic slurs that was sent to him at Empire Studio 8 days before the alleged attack. Now, you'll recall the Chicago PD superintendent claimed Jussie sent it to himself But our sources says the FBI has not reached the conclusion yet. Now, Jussie family has also released a statement celebrating the news. They state this morning truth has prevailed and Jussie has been vindicated. I'm so sorry. Now, they continue. While many were quick to rush to judgment before hearing the actual truth, we are grateful that the truth about Jussie has come to the light. We look forward to bringing the real perpetrator to justice. Now, the state Kim Fox office says after reviewing all of the facts and circumstances of the case, including Mr. Smollett's voluntary service in the community, agreement to forfeit his bond to Chicago, we believe this outcome is a just deposition and appropriate resolution to this case. Now, I'm speaking on behalf of myself. I am so glad that they have dropped the charges. And I mean, Chicago has enough crime, that crime riddled city, to give this man all those felony, that was like Jim Crow laws coming back again. So, Jussie Smollett, thank God you have someone up high looking down on you and must, well, anyway, you will not be prosecuted. And that's all that matters. Charges have been dropped. Like it or not. All right, guys, what do you think about this? Hey, just click that comment button and we'll comment. But I am so glad he has, maybe he can get back his life back together after this, but no, those charges I felt was too harsh, and they saw that the boy had some type of chemical dependency. I don't know if it's alcohol, drugs, or whatever, which probably caused him to do that. But I am glad the charges have been dropped, and Jussie just stay straight on the path of righteousness, boy, because they're gonna be watching you. All right, guys, what do you think? Just press that comment button. We'll talk. And thank you so much, as always, for watching my video. Hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as